Gemini. What's going on, guys? I love you. I love how simple and pure and clear your communications are. Like, I absolutely adore it. Thank you so much for your support of the channel. This is your weekly tarot card reading. Yes, it is for sun, moon, and rising signs because it's an energy reading. Always check out your sun, moon, and your rising signs because honestly, Gemini, you're going to be impacted by the energy. So might as well get a leg up learning about it, right? There's always an extended reading. That link is below. I hope you will carry on that message over to the extended with me. If you really love this video, please do show your love by liking it and then sharing it on your social media platforms, and especially subscribing to the channel and help the channel grow. Be sure to click that bell after you subscribe so that you hit all notifications so you know when I upload. Gemini, I upload every single Thursday along with Aries and Taurus tarot. You guys, your reading will come out between 8 and 9 a.m. over on the Pacific coast. Over on the East Coast, it's around lunchtime between 12 and 1. And over there in Europe, it's around 5, 6 p.m. at night. So hopefully everybody's well fed from breakfast, lunch, or dinner. All right, Gemini, let's go. Let's see what you are dealing with. This week is a week of changing and shifting relationships. This week is a week of reassessing what you want and expect out of relationships and from people. This week is a week of getting real. There has been some worry and stress when it comes to these topics. And when it comes to communication, the 9 of Swords is about pain and suffering, and it is about worry and stress. It could even be about your health, Gemini, in that we are in Virgo season. It could be that you need to watch your health or check up on your health. If something has been keeping you up at night, don't go it alone. Go and see if you need to be cured or you need more attention. This is usually stress or the loss of something, mourning the loss of something. It's just being so restless that you can't sleep at night. So why is this happening to Gemini? And what do they do about it? Gemini, I will break this energy up into career, money, and love toward the end of the video. Swords. Betrayal. That's what's been keeping you up. Oh God, I'm so sorry. That's shitty. You definitely deserve better than that shit. But there is that energy of feeling completely let down and betrayed by somebody. Somebody took something from you, somebody stole something from you, somebody said something to you that wasn't expected. This is being stressed, or I don't think this is the case. Somebody feels like you did this to them. I don't get this. What I get is, because this is Swords and it represents you, it's something that you are going through, which is going to make your friendships even more important. So important this week in dealing with and getting the love and support you need externally because of what you feel inside. It's cutting razors in your brain. That's what this feels like. Because like so who was this motherfucker? Who is the 7 of Swords? Who did this to Gemini? Somebody tell me, please. Who is the 7 of Swords? Who did this? This comes out. 4 of Swords comes out. So it's almost like who is it could be somebody that you lost and somebody that you're mourning. It could also be somebody that you haven't seen or that hasn't called you or hasn't gotten back to you. The communications have just sort of dropped. Maybe somebody ghosted you. This could also be somebody who has kept you waiting, right? That's what the 4 of Swords is, kind of waiting. It's usually like rest and relaxation, but with this other energy, there's no rest and relaxation. I think you need rest from it. I think you're feeling very drained from all of this, and now it's like you're reflecting and you're starting to, and this is how you use the energy to your benefit, Gemini. is you reflect and you start to look back and see their behavior for what it is. So you're not making excuses for their actions anymore. You're accepting the truth of the situation. And that's what the power of really the energy this week is. Accepting somebody's truth, accepting that this is what they are and this is what they have to give. And maybe it's just definitely not the way that you want to be treated. But this is the time when you let it sink in. As much as it hurts when swords sink in, it hurts a hell of a lot more with their anticipation. And this is like, let it cut me and let it cut deep so that I can bleed this out and get it over with. That kind of energy, you're really starting to reflect on things. Maybe you're thinking about things too much, because sometimes the Nine of Swords is mulling things over and over in your head. You can't forget them. And so it's not giving you the rest that you need. But it's almost like you're trying to deny. Some of you could be trying to deny that it's happening. You have the Knight of Wands. You are dealing with a fuckboy, because that's what the Knight of Wands. This kind of energy, you were dealing with a fuckboy or fuck girl. You were dealing with somebody who was just randy dandy time, hit it and quit it, one night stand, or if it's not about sex, used you for their leg up. Wanted to make progress and took you along for the ride for a while. Maybe you had something that they needed, but they were all about their passion. They were all about feeding themselves. They were all about feeding their own need. This could be a fire sign, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, or it could just be some dumbass without the sign at all, right? This is just somebody who was, let's say at the very least, they were somebody who was, happy birthday, Doug Denny, extremely focused on their career. They were very focused on their passions. And you just kind of got in the way of it. Or you were never going to get their attention because they were like married to their work, or married to themselves, or married to, whatever project that they're working on. This is somebody whose mind is set on progress. And ultimately, it doesn't mean that they're going to treat everybody the best when they're making that progress. Damn. Ooh, Gemini, I'm sorry you're dealing with this energy. Seven of Pentacles is here. There is no growth in this situation. There was never going to be. That's why it didn't grow. Because they weren't participating. They weren't keeping up their end of the deal. That's why if you're looking at this as a failure, don't. Because especially when it deals with partnerships, how is it a failure if you were working your ass off and they weren't holding up their end of the bargain? Like, that's what Seven of Pentacles is here for. No matter how hard you worked, things just kept dying. And the truth about the situation is, when that happens, Gemini, it's because they're not meant for you. They're not meant to be with you. They aren't even really, even if they're physically there, they're not really there, right? They're not really, it's not going anywhere. There's no, this doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. This could be about your work, right? This could be whatever this is about right now, because we'll break it down into those categories, but wherever this is about right now, this is about you accepting that it's just not going to happen. It's just not going to blossom. There is no bloom here. And I know that sounds really harsh. Yeah, oh my God. They are not your people. This is about this group is not a group that you belong to. The tribe, this is not the tribe. That's what I mean. Like, it's in reverse. Maybe they look like the tribe at first. They were people that you wanted to belong to, but it's not a place that you belonged. It's not an environment that you belonged in. We make decisions like that for a lot of reasons, right? We kind of make decisions to like stick around and like, I don't know, because we think we want something when we think we know what it is. But I think, look at this, fulfillment of wishes. You were never going to get what you wanted from these people. These people were always going to disappoint you. There was never going to be any fruit. Nope. They were always going to disappoint you. This work, whatever it was always going to disappoint you. Tell me, so how does Gemini deal with this? I mean, how do they move on from this? Oh boy. Base chakra. Base chakra is essentially getting to the root of who you really are and what really matters to you. That's That's essentially what it is. And I asked the question, like, what do you do to get out of this situation? Well, remember who the fuck you are. That's what you do. Because ultimately, when you get into relationships or situations like this, they start to break down who you are and how you deal with how you think of yourself. How much do you trust yourself? Do I have it together? Am I really this good at? Yes, you are. It's just you're with the wrong fuckers. You know what I'm saying? Oh God, I had a meme. I had a meme. It was perfect for this. It was you don't have anxiety, or no, you don't have social anxiety. You're just hanging around the wrong fucking people. And I'm not a psychiatrist, right? So this, like I said, this could be healing yourself. Healing yourself when you realize you're just around the wrong assholes. You don't have social anxiety. It's not that you can't talk. It's that you're around people who won't let you fucking speak, who don't respect your fucking opinion. Right? Like, this could definitely be going on at work or in your social life or in your romance. Whatever it is, you're around people who do not respect your opinion. And that's why you can't talk. That's why you're starting to think it's getting so bad, you're starting to think it's your problem. It is not your problem. It is, well, it is your problem. It is a problem for you, right? It's impacting you a great deal. And what's impacting you is that you've just been around the wrong motherfuckers. Now, this doesn't have to be clear across the board. You could have the best group of friends that anybody could ask for. This could be the asshole you're dating, right? It doesn't have to be even your friends or your lover. It could be your workplace. You'll know who I'm talking about. This is the confirmation that these people never had your back. And the only way to really work on this is to remember who the hell you are. And to get that chutzpah from deep inside to sort of like first, right now, it's not even about sticking up for yourself. It's about finding yourself again in this rebel, this pile of unloaded crap that you've been buried under because of these people, right? Because of these people who were not your people. They are definitely, they disappointed you. They are not what you expected. They are not what you actually wanted. They're not. They a bunch of douchebags. I gotta get to, wait. No, it's this one. Okay, Gemini. More support, please. How do we come back from this? You need that Four of Swords. You need that rest. You need that break. If this is work, better go on vacation. Better call in sick leave. Get your doctor to sign a note. Better do it. Better do it. Get your doctor to sign that note. You need rest. You know, and I would say don't go back, right? I will fight. Finding the ability to fight. So I will forgive and I am sealed. So in other words, you are becoming more yourself every time you start to realize that this is not about you. Like, you're fine. I am sealed. I got my shit together. I know who I am. And you will find it easier for you to stick up for yourself as well as forgive. Remember, forgive isn't allowing them to treat you like shit. It is letting go of any hold they have over you. I am sealed, right? Trying to trap you and keep you in a place that is underneath you, but beneath you. You don't deserve it. You definitely deserve better than this. Once you find that base chakra again, that reminder of, I just saw 333. Wow, that reminder of who the fuck you are. Then your strength is going to start coming back, right? And yes, it's going to be necessary for you to get away from these people. I mean, like I said, I would call in sick tomorrow if this is your work. And I would put in my walking papers by the end of this week. End of this week is going to be like tomorrow for you guys seeing this. So, because listen, ultimately, Gemini, you have to realize that your personal health, you have to start prioritizing you again. Deprioritize whatever it is that you tried to fit into. And look at, like I said, especially if it's a job, you know, you have good reasons, right? Bills got to be paid, children got to be fed, shit's got to be done. Like, it's not like this is just necessarily you coming from a shallow space. I wanted to be in with the cool kids. It's not necessarily like, could be like that, but it's not necessarily like that. It's, I thought these were good people. I thought these were people that would would help me out. The Seven of Swords is here and says, no, they just turned out to be jerks. Right? And so ultimately it's hard to turn off that expectation valve. It's very difficult to, and very painful to kind of admit that you put yourself in a compromising situation, or admit that you are in a compromised situation and that all the expectations you had for this particular situation, especially for those of you dealing with fuckboys, right? It's over. It's hard to shift from that. Like, they still look the same, right? They still smell the same, but they are not the same. They are not treating you the same. They are not behaving the same. And yes, this week they are showing you who they are. And you need to believe this, not the them you met, because the them you met. You ever see that Chris Rock stand-up routine? They're your representative. You didn't meet them, you met their representative because they wanted something from you. And now you're starting to get their reality, and this is who they are. And based on who they really are, you got to make some decisions. And that is, in my opinion, you got to get the fuck out. That's what needs to happen. Gemini, career. How is this impacting their career? How will this impact their career? Gemini, you guys are really friendly. You be making friends with everybody. The problem is not everybody deserves that friendship. You got to walk away. You got to run away. You got to go home. Career is here. 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups. See you later. Sayonara. Peace out. You don't necessarily want to walk away. You had high hopes for this career path, and maybe you don't have to walk away from the career, but you definitely have to walk away from the people that you're working on shit with, because this is not good shit. You may be driving away this is get away quick energy. This is Cancerian energy. I don't think it's about Cancer. I think it's about what the Chariot means. Chariot means is that you faced your fears, you faced the truth, and you faced what doesn't work for you, and now you're ready to move forward and get out of the situation. Is about, and this is a Chariot, right? So it can also represent a car. It means get your ass in your vehicle and fly away. That's what it's trying to say. I mean, you can't get more blunt than the 8 of Cups and the Chariot. It's like, don't only walk away, and drive fast. This is your career. And now what you're doing is the 4 of Wands, if you want to be happy. For happiness' sake, you got to get out of this. Whatever this situation is. Like I said, is this their whole career that they have to just dump? Is this their whole career that they're being asked to dump? What is this? I asked if this is your whole career, and I got first of all the 3 of, no, it means you have to go get more of an education, which may cost you money. Right? It may cost you money, but there has to be some sort of investment, because what you have right now, you're not going to get anything out of. Making the judgment here to start new, start differently, and get a second chance. Or try this again once you have left it. In other words, Scorpio energy is like letting something die and then coming back to it. So this first start that you got in your career, or whatever's going on in your career, you got to let that shit die. Make the decision to go and get educated in something, get re-educated, invest in something, and look in a different direction to do this in, because this direction, there's nothing here. And be willing to start over again. We'll get deeper into this. Let's go into money for now. Gemini and money, please. How is this energy impacting money? Oh, you've been making money. This is the Magician. You've been working your ass off. But guess what? It's only been trickling in. Why? Love. I don't know. It's almost like you've been busting your ass and putting more time and attention into love than into money. It doesn't say that money is bad. It says go conservatively with money, or be very careful with money, be very responsible with money. because all the emphasis here is on Ace of Chalices. This could also be you are loving your money. You are being very cautious with it, or saying be very cautious with it. Work with it, nurture it, finesse it, spend it wisely. Almost like you're in a fucking relationship with it. Yeah, but just don't be oh, there's a tower here. Fuck. What is this tower? Please clarify. Please clarify this tower in finances for Gemini. Please clarify this tower for finances for Gemini. Please clarify this tower. What is this tower? It was the fuckboy. It was the Knight of Wands. It was the fuckboy. It was like all of a sudden somebody came in and fucked up your finances or distracted you because you were on a good track. You were on a good track financially. But guess what? This is Scorpio energy. Something was really sneaky. There was something hidden about this person. Maybe there was hidden agenda here. You know, they really wanted to ride that gravy train of you. And it impacted your finances. Maybe they were up to some sneaky shit. They could have been a drug addict, right? They could have been up to no good. There was some sort of drain that they were taking on your finances, and it could have been little by little, like increments, but ultimately with a tower there, shit's got to change because it ain't good. Let's go into love, because I feel like everything is hinging on love right now. Oh wow. The world, this is a change. This is closing out a chapter in your life and beginning another one. This is a new beginning. You need a new beginning in love. There's a lot of burdens. You need a different relationship with love, because ultimately it's saying you take too much shit on when it comes to your romantic relationships. You just take too many responsibilities, doing too much work in order to keep things going. And so this World card is not necessarily your relationship changing, but it is. It's how you behave in relationships that has to change, because it's like you bear too much. You're all this open-hearted stuff. And it's good to be open-hearted. You want to be open-hearted, but there's got to be something being given back. You give your all to your relationships, and there's disappointment. There's what's happening with them? Let's just check before we go. Let's go to the extended. I'll clarify all of this over there. I hope you guys follow me over. And thank you so much for watching this video. I love you guys.